Okay, now we'll discuss the implicit representation. So see, in implicit representation, a scene is represented as a continuous mathematical function rather than discrete geometry. This makes it very powerful. So the idea is that I want to go for a 3D representation. I want to represent an object in 3D space, or I want to create a scene in 3D space. So what I can do is that I can derive a mathematical function which is continuous in nature. So a continuous mathematical function can represent a 3D scene, and that is something very powerful. Now, how it will be done, all that we'll get an idea, but now you just feel the power of mathematical functions, that they can also represent 3D scenes. So we can have continuous mathematical functions which can represent 3D scenes, and that is the implicit representation. So we already saw that, like, if you represent using geometry, then it has to be discrete. But if you represent using a mathematical function, then it will be continuous. And since it is continuous, it can adapt in the real time because it can learn. We can apply neural networks here. Okay, so before going there, we will get more idea about how, like, what that mathematical function will look like. So the general form of the mathematical function is, this is very important, like the mathematical function, it will take the coordinate like x, y, z of a point, like this point. So you just have to give x, y, z coordinates for that point, and the function will return the property. And that property will be basically density, like for that xyz coordinate, what will be the density, what will be the color, what will be the distance to surface, and what will be the radiance, the light. So now it's very clear that, okay, we have a continuous mathematical function which is representing a 3D space. What I have to do, I have to just query it. I have to just give it coordinates. Okay, this is the coordinate xyz. It will give me, for that coordinate, whatever the pixel will be there in that coordinate, it will tell that, okay, this should be the density of that pixel, this should be the color, this should be the distance to the surface, and this should be the radiance. And in this way, I can construct that pixel. And in this way, I can just keep on giving it the points and keep on generating the pixels. And I will be able to generate a continuous surface. So that is the implicit representation.